Hey guys, my name is H21H and welcome to a brand new series. In this series, we will be making games with the SGKit JavaScript framework. SGKit is literally a JavaScript framework which makes making games super simple. As you can see on my screen over here, I have a basic game model which you'll probably be able to make after a few lessons. So in this game, it's literally a simple version of Snake. So you have to move your character and eat blobs, and your score goes higher as you get the blobs. As you can see, if you die, your score will be here, and there are game modes which make the character move faster. As you can see, if it's in hardcore, my character will move faster, making the game much more hard. So let's get started in coding our first JavaScript game. This game will just be getting the basics of moving a character. So most of you have tried to learn to make a JavaScript game and you're like, how do I make characters? How do I make images on screen? Well, that's a good question. So it's actually pretty complicated, but with the SGKit framework, it's super simple. So to download it, all you need to do is go to salar.000webhostapp.com. So salar.000webhostapp.com. And then you're going to want to do /sgkit.html. And that will take you to the official download link. So as you can see over here, it says download SGKit version 1. Currently, there is a bunch of extra files exactly in the script, but please ignore those because unless you're like a developer yourself, you can edit those, mess around. But right now, just use the functions I'm showing you. So you're going to want to click download SGKit version 1, and it'll take you to a media file link. Then you just want to hit download. And just telling you guys, this works on any operating system because it's in HTML. So scroll down and you should see the folder called SGKit. So now put it on your desktop. I'll put it in my JavaScript tutorials folder. Whoops. Let me just put that there. Ugh. So as you can see, it's in my folder, SGKit version 1. Now we're going to want to open it up. And as you can see in here, we have 4 files: black.png, blue.png, index.html, and main.javascript. So basically, these are the 2 basic textures that are pre-installed, but you can always change these. These are not limited. You can get an image of your face, anything. So in the basic framework and in this tutorial, we'll be using these 2 colors. So that's all we'll need. And over here is the index.html and the main.javascript file. So the index.html is basically the launch, sorry guys, that was the main.js. It opened both up. Sorry guys for that. So as you can see, the index.html is basically an HTML file with a pre-made canvas, which is pretty much customizable. But in this case, we were just gonna keep the canvas size as it is. So yeah. And as you can see on the top, it says SGKit by Salar Sharif. You can always change that. Don't worry, guys. This software, or whatever you want to call it, is not limited, and it's absolutely free. I do not plan on making it paid. So yeah. So first of all, you're gonna want to close your tab, and now we're gonna see the main.js file. As you can see in the main.js, there is a bunch of code. So if you weren't to use this framework to make a basic game, you'd have to code all of this by your hand. But using the SGKit framework, which is constantly updating and it's soon getting physics, it makes the game developing much more easy because you already have these built-in functions and intervals and all that stuff. So now we're going to learn how to edit this basic code. It's super simple, and you'll be making a game in no time. So first of all, you're going to want to open the main.js in the choice of text editor you want. You could use TextEdit if you're on Mac, Notepad or Notepad++ if you're on Windows, or just Xcode if you're on Mac. So I'll open it up in Xcode, and as you can see, it opens it up in a beautiful script format because in Xcode, and most text editors that are made for coding. It highlights and it's much easier. It fixes errors, so I recommend you guys use this. And when you test your projects, please use Chrome, because Safari and all those other browsers have some problems. Not really problems, but it's hard to debug your program. So for this video, I'm going to be using Chrome as my main web browser. So now let's get into the script. So as you can see, there are a bunch of functions, and today we're going to look at the function node. So as you can see over here, it says function node equals this. So what a node is, a node has a skin, a width, a tall, which is literally the height, and it has an X position and a Y position. So literally, you will create a node. To create a node, you'll need to do this. So you're going to want to go to the update function, or whatever you want to call it, the load function. So this is going to occur every 5 milliseconds. So it's literally like a frame. As you can see over here, the new frame function will happen every 5 seconds, and this is inside. It will be called every 5 milliseconds. Sorry guys. So inside the load, you're going to want to first paste in, you're going to want to make a character, whatever you want to name it. So you're going to want to create a character. So I'll do var man, you can name this whatever you want, equals new, which is literally making a new node. So as you can see over here, I have created a new node. But when I run this, nothing will occur, because the program doesn't know what's this node's X value, Y, and its height and fill color. So literally, this is not giving the program anything. So over here, you're going to want to go back up. And as you can see in the node function, it's first says width, tall, X, Y, skin. That means over here, first you're going to want to input the width, then the height or the tall, then its X position, then its Y position, then its skin. So I'll explain this much more simply when I show you in front of you. So first, we're going to do the width. So we're going to do a classic 50 by 50 pixels height and tall. So it's going to be 50 by 50. And the X and Y, right now we're going to keep it 300 and 300. So this all varies on your canvas, which I'm going to explain later. But right now, just keep it, if you're using default settings, just keep it at 300 by 300. And next is a skin value. So as you can see in the folder we just downloaded, it says blue.png and black.png. Or you could use a custom image. So if there was a custom image called chicken.png, just dump it into the same folder and then you're done. So just reopen that file. And for the skin, you're going to want to write a string, 2 quotation marks, and inside the picture's name. So for this sake, I'm going to use blue.png, but you could always use your custom images like face.png, whatever you have in your folder. So as you can see over here, I've created a picture blue.png, and it'll have a width of 50 by 50, and it'll be spawned at 300x and 300y. So I'm going to save this and open it up in my Chrome browser. Remember, when you launch the game, it's always going to be done from the index.html. So make sure you open it up in Chrome, as I said, for developing Chrome so much better. And as you can see, guys, on our empty canvas, a blue blob has appeared. So this blue blob is literally the pixel you just coded right here. As you can see, it's a blue texture, and if you change this to black, I'll just quickly make this black.png, and I'll reload the page. And as you can see, I have a black dot. So let's change that back to blue, because I like blue. And now let's go to do some more work. Now we want to make the character move when we hit the up and down buttons. So to do that, first we have to make it much easier to do. So as you can see, the X is 300 and the Y is 300. When we move, we want it to like plus 10 to the X. So move 10X and 10Y, whatever direction you're choosing it to move. So to do that, you're going to want to create variables up here. And then over here, you're going to want to do var. And you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to do it man X equals whatever x you want. So right now we're going to keep it at 300 and var man y equals 300. Now you're going to want to remember these values, what you call them. And now when you go down, you scroll back down to where you defined your man. And you're going to want to write, instead of what your x coordinates are, you're going to want to write man x. And then over here, you're going to want to write man y. Pretty simple. Now, whenever you change those variables, your man's position is going to change. So, like if I change this to 310, the man y, it should move down or up. I don't really remember. So, as you can see, it's over here. But now when I reload the page, it moved a bit forward, and because I changed the color, it turned blue. So now we're going to want to make it move. So the good thing about SGKit is that it has a built-in function for keyboard controls, as you can see over here. If the up arrow is clicked, if the down arrow is clicked, if the left arrow is clicked, and if the right arrow is clicked. So it basically has your basic D-pad, not D-pad, well, your controller arrow pad, which is super useful for games, and that's what you mostly use. In further tutorials, I will show you guys how to add your own custom keys, but right now we just need these 4 keys. So over here, we're going to write, first we're going to check if the up key is working. So if eCode or key is down equals up, we're going to say alert, and we'll just let it alert. So we're going to open up Chrome, reload this, and once we hit the up key, as you can see, it gives us an alert. So now that the alert's done, now we're going to actually put in some real functions. So when the up arrow is clicked, we want our blob to move up. So we're going to say, so up and down is literally y, sorry, the y coordinate means up and down. So if you increase the y coordinate, the thing will go down. If you decrease it, it'll go up. Don't quote me on that, I'm not so sure, but we'll try. So coding's also all about trying, so let's get started. So we'll do man y plus equals, minus equals, sorry, 10. So what is this doing? It is literally moving the man's y minus 10. So the man's y coordinate will be subtracted by 10, so that means it'll move up. So to test this out, actually I'll make it 5 so it doesn't look that choppy. You can make it 1, 2, 3, whatever you want, depending on how speedy you want it. So now I'll open it up in my web browser. And to test your game, you're going to want to first click on the canvas so the canvas gets into focus. Now when I click the up button, as you can see guys, my blob is moving up. Now we're going to want to do the down arrow. So it's pretty simple. You just do the opposite. Man y plus equals 5. So this is plussing the y coordinates by 5, making it go down. Now we're going to want to do the left coordinates. Make sure it's in line with this. So you're going to want to do man x minus equals, actually plus equals. I'm not sure about left and right, but as I said, it's all about experimenting. 5. So we're going to quickly test our project we're going to first do the right arrow, because why not? So man x minus equals 5. So yeah, that's the basic what we're going to do right here. Now we're going to open up our web browser and reload the page, click on the canvas, and now see if our D-pad works. As you can see, well, you guys can't really see, I'm clicking the left arrow and it's moving right, so I kind of made a mistake. So over here, what you're going to want to need to do to make it go right, you have to plus the x coordinate, and to make it go left, you have to subtract the x coordinate. So to make it go up, you have to subtract the y coordinate. To make it go down, you have to add to the y. To make it go left, you have to subtract. And to make it go right, you have to add. So that's some basic logic you should memorize like I didn't. And it just makes things much easier if you know it. So now when you go here and you click reload, as you can see guys, my guy is moving flawlessly. You can always make this less choppy, and if you want him to move faster, all you're really going to need to do is make this number higher. I'll make it 15 now and show you how much faster he moves. Don't make it too much because otherwise it won't look animated. So we'll load that. And as you can see, guys, he's moving much faster because he's moving 15 pixels at a time. And yeah, so that's it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you want to see in part 2 where I show how to use collisions, I will definitely show you guys. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at SalarSharif, and be sure to share this video because soon we'll be making RPGs, story adventure games, puzzle games, and everything just using this kit. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And comment down below if you want a new tutorial in this series on how to do collisions, how to do talking, and how to get that blob. So yeah, guys, that's all for today's video. See you in the next one. Goodbye.